It is, Jane, Dave. Good morning, guys. At Hit 103.1 in Townsville, we wanted to give back to our listeners and those who have been hardest hit from the flood. So we went out on the streets on Saturday morning and we had just some goodies to give out, water, fruit, some vouchers and that. We came across one home and both of their dogs ran out and we gave them big cuddles and I said, oh, your dogs are gorgeous. And the fella said, no, well, that one there, the black and white patchy one, that's not mine. He's just been here for the last couple of days. He got left behind. And we were like, oh. Okay. Didn't really think much of it. Went up to a couple other houses up the street and one guy was actually looking for his dog. And I said, oh, well, is it the black and white one? It's down the road. And he said, no, my dog's a little black dog, but that dog got left behind in the floods. It was chained up at a house in floodwater, all up its legs. So he's kind of a medium-sized dog. He's a little bull mastiff cross. So you can imagine how long that water would have been there for. You know, it's not like it was the rain had just started and, they forgot to take the dog when they evacuated. Because then the neighbours did ring the owners when they could hear the dog howling and crying out. And they said, do you realise that your dog is still here? And they said that they didn't want to take that one. So they said, right, we need to get into this house, take the dog. So they broke the fence down, they took the dog, and then they had to just give it to someone else on the street who could home him for a little while. So I went back down to that house where we originally saw him on the Saturday, and I said, look, are you serious about rehoming this dog? Because I'm going to be on the radio in a couple of hours' time, and this is really tugging at my heartstrings. I want this guy to have a bring you home as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So he said, not just yet. Lecky said he could maybe take him, but I'll let you know. So I rang him a couple of hours later, and I just said, Matt, where are we at with this? How's the little fella going? And he said, look, no luck with the Lecky. If you can put the word out there, that'd be great. So I did that. I broke the rules of commercial radio and just went a little bit community radio for a bit.
Yeah.
And we put the call out there, and within a couple of hours, a woman rang me. She said, yep, he's here with me now. We've got 3 other little cats, and they don't really understand what he is, but they're going to be brothers and sisters. And I was like, oh my goodness, like ugly crying in the studio.
Oh, my God.
It's a good, really emotional.
Yeah, it's a good news story to end with, but that person who chained that dog up because they didn't want it anymore, that's just, there's a law against that. They should be charged and,
Yeah.
Look, if you don't want your dog, and I get that people's circumstances change, and I'm not making excuses for this person whatsoever, but I get that sometimes things happen where you can't take on a dog, but at least say, I can't have this dog. Can somebody, try and do the hard work yourself. Don't just let it chain it there and hope that it's going to drown. That's horrible. Horrible stuff. Look, we saw the story and we wanted to try and try and make a difference. So Dave and I have decided to do a pet food drive for all of the animals that we probably need this in Townsville because a lot of folks are without cash. A lot of people can't go back to their jobs at the moment to buy food for animals. So we're going to do a pet food drive and we'll deliver it to Townsville next Friday. How's that sound?
Oh, that is amazing. Because you're right, like everybody's focusing on themselves or their household at the moment where everyone just wants vinegar. It's basically on the black market here right now.
Yeah.
But the pets, sometimes they do fall to be, behind back of front of mind.
Yeah.
So I think that will be so appreciated and I'm sure there's a few shelters around town who will love you guys for it as well.